Start again. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Arman Mia, Program Assistant at the Center for Governance Studies. It is both an honor and a privilege to welcome you all to today's report launching event. On behalf of the Center for Governance Studies, I extend our deepest gratitude for your presence. I would like to request our Executive Director, Parvez Karim Abbasi, to give his opening remarks.
Ladies and gentlemen, uh, distinguished guests, friends from the media, good morning, Shuprabhat, Assalamu alaikum. Again, before I do the formal introduction and run off to another session that's taking place where I'll be participating, they say practice makes perfect. So the fact that we started off at least at the second attempt, that means again is not a bad thing. It gives me immense pleasure today to formally launch the Press Freedom in Bangladesh, Lessons from the Digital Security Act, a very comprehensive report, which we are proud to say has been again written by compiled by the Center for Governance Studies in partnership with our development partner, Clooney Foundation for Justice. And it gives me immense pleasure to welcome the Honorable Attorney General of Bangladesh, Mohammad Asaduzzaman, Sarah Hossain, again, a barrister and senior advocate, Supreme Court of Bangladesh, and the Honorary Executive Director of BLAST, our very good friend, Maneka Khanna, Senior Legal Program Manager, Clooney Foundation for Justice, and Dr. Sajjad Siddiqui, Professor and Chairman, Peace and Conflict Studies, University of Dhaka. Again, we all know that, again, the Digital Security Act, though well-intentioned, at least on paper, has been a tool of relentless oppression during the previous regime. And human rights defenders, civil society, and the press have been oppressed for expression of freedom of opinion. And again, this has been a draconian law. And it is one thing that we would commend the interim government that it has taken commendable steps in repelling this. And again, the Attorney General, we recognize your signal role in actually combating and repealing this law, or actually removing the ill effects of this law. And we hope that in the future, in a democratic Bangladesh, Digital Security Act and other draconian measures will not be used to choke and stifle the voice of reason, free thought, free expression, and again, the functioning of civil society and the rights of citizens in Bangladesh. Without further ado, let me go on to the next segment of the session. Over to you, Armani. Thank you.
Thank you to our Executive Director for his opening remarks. Now, to delve deeper into the report, I would like to invite Marjana Mahanaz, Research Associate at the Center for Governance Studies, to take the stage and give her presentation.
Welcome everyone to our report launching event titling Press Freedom in Bangladesh and Lessons from the Digital Security Act. To understand what lessons we actually got from the Act, I would just briefly want to discuss what the Digital Security Act actually was and how it impacted the journalists, how they ruined so many lives by doing the oppression. The Digital Security Act, enacted in 2018, was introduced as a replacement for the widely criticized Section 57 of the ICT Act 2006. Although framed as a law meant to balance freedom of expression with public morality and national interests, it retained and expanded many of the same vague and overbroad provisions from the previous cyber laws. These included criminalizing offensive or false information, defamation, commentary affecting law and order, and content hurting religious sentiments. In practice, the DSA became a powerful tool to suppress journalism and online dissents. Journalists were subjected to arbitrary arrests, pretrial detentions, seizures of devices, and baseless prosecutions. The Digital Security Act, yeah. तुमने तो बोला you're going. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's working again, so I don't have to scream anymore. So yeah. Despite repeal, prosecution under Bangladesh's earlier cybercrime laws have persisted. Cases filed under the ICT Act and the DSA continued for years because each new law included saving clauses that allowed older cases to proceed. When the DSA was repealed and replaced by the Cybersecurity Act in 2023, its saving clauses allowed all DSA cases to continue, even if allegation or trial had not begun. Even months after repeal, authorities under the former government continued to frame charges under the Digital Security Act. After the political transition in August 2024, people who fell victim to the DSA